2 days have passed since the night I met with Bond. Tonight, I'm supposed to meet with the ghost expert lady. I decided to get to the Black Rabbit ahead of schedule. I duck into the underpass. Chilly breeze is blowing. Feel tension in the air again. Familiar melody echoes down the alley. Good evening, mister. Suddenly Kakia appears before me. The air freezes with suspense. I struggle for breath. You're amazing, mister. You beat Kubitaro of Kintoki. I didn't beat anything. Because of you, Maruhashi is... And that lightning strike. Was that because of you too? That was so fun. Didn't it get your heart pounding? Amanome's coma. Don't tell me that you... Yeah, it's boring if no one disappears. Don't you think it's more fun like that? Damn it. Are you annoyed? Do you want to quit? But mister, you have to play with Kakuya. We'll play forever and ever. Bitch. I'm stuck, completely helpless. I realize I've been biting my lip. Foul taste of iron spreads through my mouth. I thought of the next game already. It's the Screaming Author game. If you don't play, you'll disappear too. And Ami will never come back. Ami. Kakuya, tell me. What's NG? Hey Kakuya, what's NG? I heard Ami mention it in my vision. The wind blows and Kakuya suddenly vanishes. Where the hell did she go? I carefully look around my surroundings, checking the shadows around the pillars and shutters. But Kakuya is nowhere to be found. Interrobang. Oh, hey girl. NG. Me and Daddy's secret. If you learn the secret, I'll have no choice but to... kill you. Sounds like I gotta learn the secret then. Got it. Thanks. Kakuya vanishes again. I feel like I've been stabbed in the heart. That burning hatred she was aiming at me. She's never acted like that before. NG. That might be the key to figuring out what Kakuya's deal is. When I get to the Black Rabbit, the lights are already on. It all knots me inside. You're late. Got tired of waiting. A woman is sitting at the bar, nursing a drink. Slowly, she stands up. Never seen her before. No sign of Onasumi. This lady must have snuck in somehow, but... she can't be. I was bored out of my mind, so I helped myself to a drink. Relax, relax. I'll pay for it. Might not kowtow to society's norms. Kowtow? I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. I don't fucking know. Society's norms, but I draw the line at stealing top-shelf alcohol. Then you should drop by the bar more often. The place is pretty much dead. I'm sure Natsumi would love a regular customer. Huh? Figured you'd be way more shocked. You got some backbone and a cool head on your shoulders. You deserve a prize. Bond said you'd have nerves of steel. Seems like he had your type nailed down. If you know Bond, then that means you're some kind of ghost expert lady. That plebeian has no talent for delivering a proper introduction, does he? C'est la vie. I suppose I shall do the honors myself then. Rosa Milan. Just call me Rosa. Rosa? Milan? What kind of name is that? Not my real name, obviously. It's just my stage name. Though I may not look the part because I do not use a silk hat or baton, I'm a magician. Why does a magician know so much about ghosts? Is that more up a monk's or fortune teller's alley? You know, spiritual people. Let's just say my personal circumstances did not dictate my profession. More precisely, a lady who has a supernatural savant, chose to become a magician on the side. So you're just interested in the supernatural, like a certain famous occult idol? No, I wouldn't say that. My interest is a little more serious. If we get to know each other better, maybe I'll even tell you all about it. Rosa narrowed down... Is it Rosa? I don't know. Rosa narrows down her eyes and smiles at me ominously. Suddenly, a sickly sweet scent hits my nose. Oh dear, you put off by the rose perfume. I'm okay with it. Say like this, do you? Now then, shall we get down to business? Bon told me about what you've been through. I'm sure you have plenty of questions. I'll answer your inquiries as best as I can, so... What would you like to know? What the fuck is NG? NG? What's that? I'm afraid I can't help you with that. Apparently it's a big deal to Kakuya. Is it now? I regret that I can't give you the answer you want, but I haven't the faintest idea. Sorry. Yup, how about Kakuya? Bon told me about Kakuya's game. Kakuya doll forces humans he likes to play games with her. So it's not just me. Other people have been dragged into this. Do they all have to do the stuff I'm doing? No, apparently the type of game is dependent on the target. Could be a game of marbles, cat's cradle, even hide and seek. Man, that sounds like a cakewalk. Yes, I guess a kid like you would say that you're playing on nightmare mode. She must really like you. Difficulty settings aside, the only thing that awaits in the end is despair. Because Kakuya keeps playing until her opponent loses. Is there anything else you want to ask? Spirits are manifestations of the souls of the departed who bear strong grudges. Banish the spirit from this world, you must learn about its past. Yeah, I picked up on that part already. Are there any other tricks that can help? Like using talismans or scattering salt? Oh, child, you read far too many comics. If I had one piece of advice to give... I said the most important thing would be to try to empathize with the spirit. It may seem like a monster now, but it was once a human. Like most humans with a grudge, they're typically lonely and desperate to be understood. I don't get it. Simply put, no easy way to do it. Sorry I'm late, Kijima. Good work playing Q&A, Rosa. Dra, you actually showed up? Alone time with this cute boy was a much more appealing proposition. And I was just thinking about giving him an intensive private lecture, too. What a pity. By the way, Kijima, thanks for last night. Found a slot with a nice little bonus game and fed it the money you gave me. Hit my first jackpot in a long time. It was great. I mean, I lost it all the next day, but hey, gambling's all about the thrill, right? On. Tell me that you extorted money from a high schooler to feed your gambling addiction. Whoa there, extortion? Me? I did nothing of the sort. Quit assassinating my character. I just collected my fee for the work I did. I only charged him half the price because he's a kid. It's pretty much charity coming from me. Someone should have taught you this earlier. A truly charitable adult would never have broached the subject of money to a kid. By the way, better not have squandered the funds I gave you for the investigation too. Have you discovered anything at all about Yakumo Miroku? Rome wasn't built in a day. I literally just started looking into it yesterday. Still in the pre-information gathering phase. I've just canvassed the neighborhood so far. But I heard some wild rumors I'd bet you like. People have been hearing screaming coming from the children's author Yakumo Miroku's mansion. Screaming from the house of a children's author? It can't be. Kijima, what's that look for? Hey, old man. Could you tell me more about that rumor? No sweat, kiddo. It's part of my report to Rosa anyway. There are odd rumors about the Miroku residence. They say that Hey, have you heard about the Miroku Residence? You know, that old mansion where Yakumo Miroku, that children's author, lives all alone. People have been hearing some weird screaming coming from that place lately. Not just once or twice, but every night. So, Miss Y from the neighborhood went to complain. But that mansion doesn't have an intercom. So she had to go right up and knock on the door. Pounded on the door, nobody came out. Screaming didn't stop, so she kept coming back day after day, still no response. But she was sure someone was inside. Finally got fed up. Threw something through the window to get the person inside to notice. And suddenly, a light on the second floor window came on. And then she heard her faint voice. Please don't look inside. Voice kept pleading with her softly over and over again. Please don't look inside. Please don't look inside. Alright. Seemed the spacebar didn't work that day. Miss Y heard a scream, and after that, they said she was tormented by constant screaming inside her head. She had a nervous breakdown and committed suicide. That's what the rumors say. Certainly sounds supernatural enough. The peaking taboo, a common what? In these supernatural stories. A lot of words I don't recognize. Someone pokes their nose in somewhere it doesn't belong and gets punished for it. The Crane's wife, Pandora's box are famous examples. Is the screamer that screaming author that Kaguya was talking about? Without realizing it, I speak Kaguya's name out loud. Obviously, Bond and Rosa aren't going to just let that go. Keysmash, you met Kaguya? Yeah, a little while ago. Why didn't you tell me? I thought I told you to tell me everything. Don't go frothing at the mouth, Bond. Pursuing spirits is deadly work. He was probably just worried about us. But you needn't bother, Keysmash. Bond and myself had decided to hunt spirits of our own volition. We accept the consequences. So there's no need to hold back for our sakes. Tell us everything. Guess there's no dodging it. Tell them about the screaming author that Kaguya told me about. I see. How fascinating. I think the screaming author could be hiding within the Miroku Residence. Sound like you're enjoying this. Why were you looking into the Miroku Residence? It's only for grown-ups to know. Once I figure out how trustworthy you are, maybe I'll fill you in. This lady's a walking bundle of secrets. Hasn't even told me why she was investigating Miroku. You may be an adult, but you're not trustworthy. I prefer much younger men, not ones facing down a midlife crisis. So, did you uncover any other notable clues? I told you, it's still in the early going. Info doesn't reveal itself that easily. I wanted to talk directly with Miroku, but the house has been empty for a long time. Probably off gathering materials for a new book. Empty, you say? Might be that Miroku's already dead. Dead? As I told you earlier, spirits are born from the grudges of the dead. If we assume that Miroku has died and become a spirit, all the pieces fall into place, no? You're looking for the screaming author, after all. Hey, don't jump to conclusions. I've confirmed Miroku hasn't been reported dead. Wouldn't it be uncommon for someone who lived alone to die without it being noticed? We'll just have to go see for ourselves. Hey, you can't just decide stuff like that. What are you even going up to do there? Investigate, obviously. I'll leave my methods up to your imagination. Lady shouldn't never have to stain her lips with such words. What, you gonna break in or something? Well, more or less. Whether he's dead or merely absent is the perfect opportunity to sneak inside. This is shaping up to be an amusing night. Hell yeah. What a nice smile. I bet dating you would be quite entertaining. Miss, I'm underaged. If you've encountered Kaguya, then the clock on your death is already ticking down. We've no time to be taking it easy. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. And they also say fools rush in where angels fear to tread. We lead the Black Rabbit and head to the station. It's getting pretty late. Most stores are closed. Nighttime is the greatest time of any day. I hate sunlight. Summer sun is particularly harsh. If you're so scared of UV rays, you could try wearing something else. Come on, let's get to the Miroku place already. Hey, hold up. I don't know where the Miroku Residence is. Oh, that's right. It's on the outskirts of Kisoji Temple. It's a bit of a hike from here. There's a station by the mansion, so I suggest taking the train. A train. Bon gives me the address of the Miroku Residence. It's in the same ward, so I can pretty much imagine where it is just based on the address. We should meet up there later. Stand out if we show up there in a group. I had no objections to that plan. Were just a young man, I'd feel otherwise, but not decline the stroll with an old lech. That's an easy way. That's easy. You mean an easy way to ruin a perfectly beautiful night? That's my line. Hard pass on walking around town with a woman trying that hard to turn heads. Meet at the front door in 30 minutes, okay? Bon and Rosa go their separate ways as they head toward the ticket gates. Better hustle too. The address I'm going to is a train stop away. Luckily, I've arrived before the last train. Reached the station without any issues. Classy residential areas full of cookie-cutter homes, and I quickly lose my way. I walk around aimlessly for a while until I arrive at the building I was looking for. Ah, you're here. Rosa and Bon, already waiting at the residence. You're late. How are you doing? We've only got a limited amount of time to search. Waste any more time, and today will be useless. Limited? Why? This area's had a high rate of unusual incidents. They only happen sporadically. Because of that history, police now have this area on priority patrol. Seriously? It's pain for us. Yeah, we did some legwork and we have a rough idea of their patrol schedule. Trying to limit our presence to when there's a gap in their patrols. So we need to get in, investigate as much of the police as possible, and then split. That's the plan. We'll be trespassing, but it's the price we have to pay to get the information. And since you took so long to get here, we've only got less time. We've got even less time than we were hoping for. 2 or 3 hours should be sufficient to do some breaking and entering. We're investigating. Rosa continues, paying no attention at all to Bon's objection. The residence doesn't appear to be terribly large, so we shouldn't need to rush things. Well, unless we encounter an irregularity. Irregularity. That's the word. Irregularity. An unexpected circumstance. For example, if we find unexpected security, an underground vault, or those sort of things. The type of things that might crop up during a break-in. I see. We are not breaking in. Why are you so hung up on the terminology? The action's the same, isn't it? Now, what should we do? We're investigating the mansion. We've already settled on this. Yes, I mean, where should we start first? Kijima, you're the one tangled up in the Kaku's game. You should decide. Alright. Right, let's just start at the top left and work my way around the screen. Bush. This looks like it hasn't been cared for in a long time. There's weeds and dead leaves all over. So no one's come around to take care of this at all. Pretty sturdy sliding door. There's a layer of dust covering the door rail, so I know it hasn't been moved for a while. According to the rumors, they said something like nobody's come out even if you knock, right? I'm sure knocking shouldn't be a problem. Get the door a kind of firm knock. Wait for some kind of response. Well, no response. Just as we were informed. Judging by the state that this place is in, Miroku probably isn't living here. Alright. I took a look inside the mailbox. Take a look inside the mailbox, but there isn't anything inside. Alright. Strange looking window there. Here. You know, this house is kinda odd looking. Looking closer, the building's funky style isn't even just a Japanese and Western mixed design. Feels like an alpine lodge, but built with traditional Japanese style. This must have been a custom job. You don't usually see two-story houses with that roof. The window's probably where the attic is. If so, then that's a pretty big attic. If the room under the roof is that big, it looks like it's bigger than two normal-sized rooms. Is that the window that was mentioned in the rumor? If you throw something, the lights in the second floor window will turn on. Guess you wouldn't need to throw something at a first floor window, so that must be it. Alright. Something I'm curious about. Only 4 rooms. Unless more will open up later, but I don't know. Don't know. Alright. Maybe I find a rock. Let's see, wooden door plate. It's dirty, but it seems to read Miroku. Uh-huh. Let's toss some shit at this. Dig out the decayed door plate. Even if this hits the window dead on, it probably wouldn't break it. You're actually gonna throw it? Yeah, just like the rumor said. There's something crazy going on. I want to know about it now. It's pretty courageous of you. You'll need that courage if you intend to survive the confrontation with spirits. Bitch, this isn't my first time, nor is it my second. Whatever, just try not to throw it too hard. I know. I don't want to attract attention, so I don't want to break the window. I take aim and toss the plate, aiming it at the wooden frame of the window. Throw hits the spot and makes a dry thud as it strikes the wood. Nice throw. You got some nice shoulders. Most anticipated draft player this season. Sorry, I don't really know baseball. Well, rumors say if we throw something at the window, we'll see the lights come on. Or so the rumors claimed. Nothing's happening. We wait a while, but it doesn't seem like the lights are coming on at any time soon. Hoping that I would get to hear the voice from the rumors. Sometimes rumors are just rumors. Good journalist knows not to trust every single one. Let's hurry up and check out the other places. Push the door, but it won't budge. So I guess there's still more to explore. Pull the door just in case. As anticipated, it doesn't open. Looks like it's locked. Just want to kick it in. Whoa, you're already thinking about breaking in? Too reckless, kid, damn. What a bold child. I must confess, I do prefer the direct approach sometimes. Feels like the air just changed. There we go. Did you hear something just now? We look in the direction of the voice and see the light in the window had come on. In the light we see what looks like the silhouette of a crane. Once again we hear a faint, weak voice. Don't look. As if we wouldn't look. We're not just gonna back now. Back now, are we? Hey, Kijima, definitely something in this mansion. And that means that all rules are off. So we're breaking in? Exactly. Calm down there, boys. We can't cause too much of a commotion or we'll draw the attention of the police. You got a plan then, Rosa? I'll open the lock for us. It's not like opening a can, you know. You only think you can get it open that easily? This lock may as well not exist. You should always have more locks on the front door, but nobody ever bothers. Well, that's right. You should share this advice with the owner of the Black Rabbit as well. Lock there is just as pitiful. That explains it. Now I know how Rosa got into the Black Rabbit before it had opened. You're a real piece of work. Did you just sleep through the morals class? I regret that I did not get to experience things like school during my childhood. Rosa took some tools out and quickly got to work. Kinda reminds me of when Amanome picked the lock at the Yamato Shrine. Rosa's skill were far beyond ours. Seem pretty skilled at this. Makes me wonder if you've been doing this kind of thing in the past. My goodness, how rude. Rosa shoots back a response as she uses her thin tool to probe the lock. Any talented magician would obviously have a bit of dexterity. That's true, but I've heard of magicians using escape magic, but not for breaking into places. Are you curious about my skills? I'm afraid that I must ask you to refrain from any inquiries that would violate my privacy. Et voila, it's open. You're done already? Pretty amazing. I must say that it feels quite nice to get some awe and admiration from the young. Would you like to be my disciple? What is that supposed to mean? I wasn't really planning on becoming a magician or a burglar. What am I training you for either? But I was referring to the spiritual field. You seem to have the affinity for it, disciple. Hold on, I never agreed to be your disciple. Masters choose their disciples. Your opinion doesn't matter. I was asking out of courtesy. That's terrible. Hey, let's cut the chit-chat. We don't have a lot of time. If it's open, let's get inside. Can't let anyone see us like this. We don't have an excuse for being here. Yeah, I know. Forcefully pulled the door open, but I thought I felt a cool breeze from inside. Swallowing my saliva, I step into the mansion. The Miroku Residence looked like an old Japanese-styled house and smelled of damp, moldy air. Seems like this place hasn't been aired out for a really long time. Wait a moment, Kijima. I sense someone watching us. Be careful. Watching? Guh. Suddenly, a loud, high-pitched, piercing sound rips through my ear. I instantly cover my ears, but the sound above easily pierces through and stabs into my brain. Rob. Interrobang. Bon and Rosa collapse behind me. Shit, are you kidding me? At this rate, I'll die. I fall powerless against the storm of sound assaulting my mind. My consciousness is starting to fade. A screaming voice suddenly stops. What was that? Bloody hell. My head is still pounding. Guess that must be the screaming voice people are talking about. If it went on any longer, my brain would have melted. Barely survived that. Well, we don't know if that's true yet. Remember, in the rumor, Miss Y, who heard the scream, apparently committed suicide. Things are starting to get real. Kijima, don't say you want to run away now, alright? As if. You're the one who's looking pale. If you've got the wits to sass me like that, you're still in ship shape. Well, if it's planning to take us down, then I suppose we don't need to hold back either. Let's start investigating. The place doesn't seem to be that big, so let's investigate whatever we see. Yeah, but before we get to that, we need someone to be on the lookout. We don't want to be getting surprised by a patrolman. Right. Something looks bad. Call me on my cell phone immediately. Understood. Alright, Kijima. Choose who will investigate with you. Choices. Bon, you're up. Alright. Rosa, you be on the lookout. No problem. Leave it to me. I'll see you both later. Rosa leaves and heads outside. Alright, let's go. Cool. There's a cedar plate hanging on from the mud wall. Inspecting further, I see there's a single nail hammered into the upper middle of the board. Looks like this nail's for hanging things. What do you think this is? Usually if there's a decorative board on a wall, it's a frame, right? Like the ones you use to put up paintings. Yeah, traditional Japanese-style room, people would display flower vases, sometimes display. Although, we can't know what was being displayed here just by seeing this frame. Alright, so I guess I'll come back later and see if I could hang something up on there. I opened it, but I couldn't find even a single shoe inside. Instead, I find something black and cylindrical at the corner. I was hoping for a sex toy, but that works too. It's pretty high quality charcoal. Such a waste to find it for dehumidification. I look through the bottom section as well and find a can in the back. It's apparently a spray can. Can of spray paint. If it was stored here, then maybe it was used for some DIY projects. Alright, neat. Open the door to the living room and step inside. No, I don't want to! Not yet, I wasn't done! Alright. Doesn't seem to be much more in this room, though. Yeah, just the rooms. Living room first and foremost. Hey. Man, I'm kind of glad I put the spook meter to maximum, because these spooks are just like, you hover over something and there's just something there. Little giggle and then it disappears. Not really much, honestly. It's normal looking, ordinary sofa. Checking around the sofa near the bottom. Hand warmer. Found an unopened hand warmer. I can use this. Alright. Anything else? Clock. Pendulum clock. Pendulum clock swings without stopping. Nope, already read that. Hey. Yeah, whatever. Try pulling on the door, but it won't open. Seems to be locked. Can't search here with your current partner. Ah. I really appreciate the game telling you that. That's actually really fucking nice. Instead of me being like, what the fuck do I do? How do I open this bullshit? The game's like, go switch partners. Come back here. Yes, I do need to switch my partner. Alright. Let's get going. Get it on. I probably won't switch back to Bond unless I need to. Just kind of seems like a waste in order to continually go back and forth between partners. Unless I have to. Try pulling on the door, but it won't open. Seems to be locked. Think you could do this one? Turn around and ask Rosa. Piece of cake, stand back. Rosa whips out some thin tools from her pocket and opens the lock in just about 10 seconds. Sorry for the wait. Open sesame. It's like a magic trick. Happy that I'm able to entertain you. I open the door. And a sailor uniform. And cute socks. Ooh. These look like children's clothes. Did Miroku have a family? Bond didn't mention anything about that. Okay, interesting. Adorable unisex kid sailor uniform, complete with a unique collar. It goes well with both pants and skirts. Cute pair of kids' socks with the pattern of a little bird's wings. Made of thin material that seems like it'd run easily. Right. I think I'm done in this room. Let's check out the bedroom. Alright. That is, something for sure. There's no way up to the attic so far, it looks like. The second floor. Check the curtains. Hell yeah. Pull the curtains back and see what's causing it. She's not even on the floor at the bottom right. Nothing's here. No sign of anything that caused the curtain to bulge, and even things out the window look normal. Just wrinkled or something? Who knows? Who knows? It's a bed. Go to sleep. What would cause these stains now that I'm looking more spots than I expected? Probably blood. Use your blood shit on it. Oh right, these two probably wouldn't even know about the bloodmetry. Digging on a pillow, I immediately feel something. Okina mask. A no mask? What is this doing here? Weird. I see that, but Colorful flyer on the floor stands out from an eerie bedroom. Out of curiosity, I pick it up. Quickly read the flyer. Kisoji Ballad School. Recital. Ballet School. March 3rd, 1999. Kisoji Center Hall starts at 13 o'clock. Doors close at 13:30. There's a girl dressed in white in a ballet pose with her legs raised high. Looks like a flyer for a children's ballet recital. Children's ballet, you say? Atmosphere of this place is more suited towards Japanese Buto. Take a closer look at the flyer. First act, collection of pieces. Ballet, others. Second act, I don't fucking know how to say that shit. Second act will feature girls who are too young to wear pointe shoes. Please enjoy their energy and spirit as they perform adorned in adorable colors. That's what the socks are for. What's this stuff written for the second act? Is it Latin? I don't know French. Duck Lake. Judging from the name, it must be adapted from Swan Lake. They'd probably make the little be ducks instead of swans and dance about. Seems like a show designed to showcase their energy as opposed to grace. Ducks sound a lot less impressive than swans. Oh, you think so? That stubby body, those adorable orange beaks and feet, the way they shoot through the water. Ducks are far cuter than swans. If I were to receive a gift, I would prefer ducks over swans. No one's gonna buy you either of those. Take the flyer just in case. So clearly the purification is going to do something involving ballet and swan and the recital. Take a look around the bed, find something that looks like a mass of hair under the bed. I just shoved the hair in my pocket. I think this might be horsehair. It can commonly be used for something like the bowstrings for a violin. How can you tell? I learned how to play a number of instruments in the past. Perhaps I may not look the part, but I was born into a pretty wealthy family. I have a good foundation of knowledge concerning most high culture, including music. Well, why don't you take it with you? It might prove useful later on. Yeah. And the radio. Boombox. There's a drawer on the table that the boombox is sitting on top of. Examine the boombox. Cassette tape. I check the tape and take a look. Just a single letter written on the label. T. Creepy tape. Would you mind playing it? I'm curious about what recorded on it. What's recorded? Sure. Place the cassette back in the slot and hit the play button. Seems like no matter how many times I press it, it's not going to play anything. Maybe. Flip the boombox over and check the battery compartment. It's empty. Doesn't have any batteries. Of course it doesn't work. Okay. I open the drawer. Sticks of incense neatly put away. In the corner I see a square metal box sitting there. What's this? Battery. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen one of those. You know what this is? It's a battery. Pretty old type at that. What's wrong? Just curious. How old are you? I'll leave it to your imagination. Okay. Sure. Take out the battery and put it inside the compartment in the back. Thankfully, the battery types were the same, so it fits without any issue. Alright, how about now? Press the play button. But... what? You're kidding me, a useless piece of... Think about using the flashlight's batteries, but I realize they won't fit. Perhaps there's not much battery life left. Rubbing it or warming it up will put some charge back into it, but... warming it up. Hold on. Warming it up. Use the hand warmer. I have this. I open the bag, crumple it, and place it on the boombox compartment, on the battery compartment of the boombox. I suppose that's logical, but it's not the best way to do that. Shut up. Just have to warm the thing up, right? Once the battery felt warm enough, I tried pressing the play button again. Then, an update on the missing child. on the missing child. According to the police, the victim of the kidnapping, according to the kidnapped girl report, referred to the victim as Child T. Age 13, long hair, was wearing a white one-piece dress on the day she went missing. Last seen heading home from a ballet class practice in Kisoji. Report mentions that it's been a month and the case is now a partial public investigation. From that point, the newscaster just rehashes information about the incident and, once the news moves on to the next topic for the day, the recording cuts off. Rosa ejects the tape and sighs. I see. Hence the T label. The owner of this house seems quite intriguing. It's crazy no matter how you look at it. Why make a recording of the news about a kidnapping incident? Once again, ballet. It's coming up too much to be a coincidence. Alright. Suddenly the phone rings loudly. Can't see it anywhere in the room. Intriguing. Let's answer it. Guess I'll look for it. Alright, where it be? Where are you? Where the phone at? There the phone at. Here it is, the phone. The black phone on the top of the storage shelf. I don't remember every detail of this room, but it definitely felt off. This phone wasn't here when we came through to the living room earlier, right? What's going on here? We are in a house to answer that question, are we not? Someone or something wants us to answer the phone, so why don't you take the call? Yeah, sure, why not? Hello? Just a prank call. And it goes dead. Interrobang. Sudden wave of dizziness hits me and I violently hang up the phone. When I come to my senses, I notice that my hand is covered in sweat. Damn, what the hell was that? It was calling. Don't know. Person hung up immediately. I see. How boring. You look rather pale. Something the matter? It's nothing. The phone vibrates in my pocket. It's time already? It's me. Almost time for the patrol to show up. Let's wrap it up for the day. Alright, we'll leave immediately. Is it time? Yeah, let's head back out. We get out of the mansion without any major issues. We rejoin the one who was keeping watch and quickly share the info we gained in our search. I told you, aren't you glad we went inside? That T-tape in particular was quite a find. Combined with the ballet flyer, it had some grave implications. Why do you look like you're enjoying this? If that's what we found on day one, I shudder to think what is going to end. I shudder to think where this is going to end up. Quit your whining. Just admit it's a worthwhile night. We even heard the rumored scream. Must be a spirit. Probably the screaming author's doing. Spirit's all that remains of Yakumo Miroku. Or is it someone else entirely? Can't wait to find out. It's only a matter of time before the cops show. Better split up. Meet back tomorrow at the Black Rabbit at the same time tomorrow night. Yeah, sounds good to me. Ah, that's right. Kijima, don't forget to buy batteries. Try anything once. But I'm not doing that again. What a pain in the ass. We part in front of the Miroku Residence and take our own separate paths to the station. As I walk by myself down the street, I think about what I heard on the T-tape. It might just be the crazy tip of the psycho iceberg of stuff hidden in the Miroku Residence. Look at kiss and I read that. I catch my train, not kiss it. And by the time I get back to Kisoji Station, it's already past midnight. Better go home and get some rest. Oh, hello. Weird. Hardly anyone ever uses that photo booth. Open the curtain and look inside? Hell yes. No one's behind the curtain. Could have sworn someone was there. I was just seeing things, but... Alright. Let's go. Guess I gotta go buy some batteries, so hit up the convenience store. It was an owl. The text. I open up the message. No. No. No thanks. Let's buy some batteries. Where would batteries be held? Drinks. Everyday necessities. Did you know you'll often what? Confectionery bread. Doesn't look to be any batteries. Hi, welcome. Well, shit. Alright, I'm out. Let's go home. Yeah, I will. Why not? Yeah. Kaki's weird games are more than enough for me. I don't need to bother with anything else. I'm tired. Then let's go to bed. Shall we? Wash my face before going to bed. Okay. That's more than just washing your face. Yeah. Although I suppose I do need time. I do need to get attacked in my own house, my own apartment, every single time I investigate a ghost for the first time. What's that noise? It's coming from the next door. A movie? Maybe a video game? Shit, that's loud. The noise won't stop. My temper's hanging by a thread. Punching the wall work? Nah, it won't. Nope. Noise shows no sign of stopping. And you're gonna punch it. Choices matter. Finally stopped. Ugh. Maybe I'll water the plants. Okay. Does that need watering? Where's the plants? What? Is it outside? Nothing in particular. What fucking plants? I only see that one. Where else? The fuck are there plants? What? I can go in there? Is there a plant in here? Where the fuck are the plants? They outside? Shoes? Seasonings? Window? Where the fuck? Phone. Where the fuck is this plant? That's the only goddamn fucking plant. Okay, man. What the fuck do you want from me? What else is there? Can't do what? That's not a plant. It's not a plant. Okay. Alright, I should do it. Go to bed. For fuck's sake. Weirdly sleepy. Fuck off. Stop calling me. Doesn't seem to want to stop ringing, so I reach for the phone. Hello? Listen, lady, I'm not much into asthma. Leave me the fuck alone. On the other end of the line's silent. All I hear is breathing. Huh? The hell? What do you think you're doing? Chills run down my spine, and my body involuntarily jerks and slams the receiver down. That voice sounded familiar. Someone pranking me, or probably try to call again. Guess I'll just lie in bed and wait. Shut my eyes and wait. The room is quiet, and it doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. Must be tired after all. My consciousness slowly fades. Luckily, I'm not bothered by another phone call.